Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and I got some news. And unfortunately, another one bites the dust. So yes, this time the Super Geek Box is actually shutting down their doors. And what can I say? Is a lot of the boxes have been kind of dying out throughout the years. We lost the 1-Up box, the TMNT box, the Nerd block. Some of the wrestling boxes are either gone or they became part of, I guess, Pro Wrestling Tees owns them now. And there was another one. Oh, the DC box, because the Marvel box keeps going, but the DC one just died and never came back. So it's like a lot of boxes going down. And yeah, so a couple of days ago, I got a surprise email from Super Geek Box. And I thought that was going to be like their next, the next big thing. They call them like volumes, right? They were up to like volume 7 or something. So I thought that, okay, volume 7 is going to be shipped soon or something like that. But no, it was something else. So the email says, given recent world events, it has become increasingly more difficult to secure inventory and organize shipments. After years of struggle, it is finally time to put an end to a chapter and to seek new beginnings. There will be no more upcoming subscriptions available. Refunds have been issued for Spring's 2022 subscription. Thank you for all the support throughout the years, the Super Geek Box team. And yeah, what can I say? It's very surprising. It's one of the OGs. In my opinion, the OGs were like obviously Loot Crate and Nerd Block, but also 1-Up Box and Super Geek Box and Geek Fuel Box, And of all of them, I guess only the Loot Crate and the Geek Fuel Box survives. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that. The Super Geek Box was, of course, geek themed, and it came every month. Originally, it was a monthly thing. I bought like for 3 months. It was like kind of like a trilogy for that particular time, so that's why I bought all 3. There was the hero box with, heroic items, the villain box, obviously with villainish items, and the sidekick box, which I guess is like, yeah, the superhero sidekicks or whatever. And yeah, cool items, little toys and things. I remember one of them came with like a mouse pad, and then you also got, of course, the cool shirts. And yeah, I think I actually still have 2 of those shirts. I'm gonna check the video for the 3rd one. But I actually got 2 of the shirts. I still keep them today because they're so cool. And of course, now I'm going to keep them even more because, the box is gone. And also cool plushies. Those are cool. Deadpool plushie I got. And a Captain America plushie I got. And stuff like that. So, a lot of cool things that came from them. It was a cheap box. It wasn't that expensive. It came out every month. It was fun. But later on, I guess it became harder for them to, like, keep up getting new things every month. So it became a quarterly box. And that's, of course, when I jumped ship. It was pretty expensive. I believe it was close to like $75 or so, either before or after shipping. I'm not sure. I'll check the website. The website should say some kind of goodbye, farewell thing. I'll check it out. I'll put a screen cap if there's anything on the site. But yeah, so there were times I was tempted to get like the big box, the big volume box. I probably was called the Super. It has some kind of super duper name because it was like a bigger box and never was quarterly and stuff like that. But I just never had the time. I wanted to, like, get it for this or for that, or, Christmas bonus or some shit like that to be like a big surprise to the fans. But every time I would see it, it's like, come on, man, it's like $75, and like, but like that's even before the shipping. Like, what's it gonna be, like $80, $85 for shipping? Like, come on, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know if the stuff, of course, with all these boxes, like when I get them, like, it's gonna be worth like spending all that money for this or that or whatever else. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But, unfortunately, I guess they just couldn't do it, or maybe not enough people bought it or something, like, I don't know. I know the Geek Fuel Box, just to compare, they were also monthly. They went to the, big quarterly, big box or whatever, that I also didn't get. But then it went back to monthly, and that's when I started getting the boxes. And yeah, I might actually come back to those later on. They're kind of cool and stuff like that, and they're not that expensive either, so I might check it out later on. You know how it is, gotta cut some costs once in a while. But, yeah, so I guess the Super Geek Box couldn't revert back to a monthly style or something. I guess it was just too difficult. And of course, you got the whole, the world situation going on that, of course, makes things difficult and delays and stuff like that. Like we got chip shortages now, where it's like difficult to buy a PS4 controller. You know what I mean? They're very hard to find and stuff like that. So it is kind of crazy out there. Lots of things are being affected by what's going on, what people call the coof and all that. So I guess the Super Geek Box fell victim to that, and we bid a fond farewell. It was a cool box. I like the items for what I had. Some of the items I still got, like the shirts and the Deadpool plushie, I still got it and stuff like that. But what can I say? It's yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. Sometimes I wonder about the future of these boxes and stuff. Like on the other side, Loot Crate was in danger of going out of business, and they had all these, you know, super month-long delays and mixed up items. Like you buy like a sci-fi box, but then you get like a horror item instead, you know, shit like that. But it looks like they kind of turn it around now. People are still buying the boxes now. I haven't heard that many complaints anymore. So they shipped up, which is pretty good. And, or shaped up, I should say, because, you know, the whole shape up or ship out, well, they did shape up, so that's good. And, I mean, the Pro Wrestling Crate's going strong, and they also have now a separate quarterly AEW crate, and that's still going strong, so, you know, it's not all bad. And it looks like now the common trend is, like, food-type boxes. There are more and more food-type boxes. The Mexi Crate is another new one they just announced. So every once in a while, they're announcing more food boxes. So I guess that's kind of in right now, like the Japan Crate and all these other kind of boxes that got, like, different snacks and goodies and stuff. And I forgot the other one. It's been a while. The one that was, like, from all over the world. I forgot what it was called. It's been a while. Sorry, guys. But the Mexi Crate is the newest one they found. So at least in terms of, like, food blind boxes, those are kind of popping up and everything. So there might be hope after all, at least through that. But I haven't really seen any new contenders in the, like, geek nerd thing. There isn't, like, a new, you know, I don't know, Super Geek. Well, I guess it's always Super Geek. You know what I mean? Ultimate Nerd Collection box or whatever. Like there isn't any new contenders that I've seen anyway of, like, stuff in the nerd, geeky, you know, all this kind of fan-based pop stuff. It's like all these food and snack boxes coming out. But at least through them, we'll see what happens, right? So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. What can I say? One last thing I do want to say, I'm glad that they announced it. I'm glad that they're giving refunds. It's not like Nerf Block, because Nerf Block just fucking vanished off the face of the earth. Like, they had a physical shop, and the people didn't know that they were closed, like the employees, I mean, until they actually went to the shop in person and, oh fuck, we're closed? The fuck? What? Out of business? What? You know, like that shit, you know? And everyone that pre-ordered like the 6 months in advance or a full year in advance or whatever, like they got screwed. Never got the boxes, never got the money back. They just vanished, you know what I mean? So I give credit to the Super Geek Box. They're announcing it. They're getting refunds for people that pre-ordered or whatever. So at least that's good on them. I'm not sure about the new start, new beginnings. I think that's just like a nice way of saying goodbye or whatever, so I don't know. But I'll, of course, keep you updated. If they do come back in some new shape or form or whatever, I'll let you know what's going on. So once again, Mark Rodriguez here, and that's what's happening. See you next time.